Hey, this is Drake here. I was going to go over another Lords of the Fallen build video. I come across this. I've been trying to look for the heaviest hitting weapons in the game, and I think these probably just took the crown. And I'll just go ahead and show them here. And as you can see, well, we'll go over the character. I completely broke my character. I was messing around with the level doubling and wound up at 3,830. But just so you know, all level damage impacting stops leveling at level 97. So all the rest just goes into resistance. That's why the physical and stuff like that's way too high. They really need to put in a level cap. I mean, they can leave the doubling glitch, that's fine, but they ought to cap them all at 100 or 99 or something. There's no reason that they should go that high. But at any rate, back to the build. These here are the Iron Wayfarer's Hammer, and you get them from beating the Iron Wayfarer before you go into the Bramus Castle area. And all your in-game builds that I've seen, you want them to scale off of every stat, so that way you've got more points dumping into it. As you can see, these are scaling at 1205, and they do primarily physical damage, but they have a little bit of all. But what makes these really good is the rune slots in them work well to stack all damage upping runes in them, and they stack well. And also I'm running the Warrior's Claw for increased physical damage, the Lucent Sword Ring for deal additional physical damage when your health is full. It seems to scale off, like the higher your damage weapon is, the less you see out of it. It's about 10% at the moment at full. And well, that one's for the other build. And I just recently acquired, where is it? Let me find it. It's the dual wielding ring. Oh, it's here somewhere. Yeah, additional damage while dual wielding. It's about 10% extra, and that takes a little juggling to get max damage out of this, but we'll see if this guy cooperates. I'm not quite used to this hammer move set yet. The charged heavy takes a bit longer than the others do to come out, so you're more open to hits. But and we'll go back to our old crash test dummy here. But what I've been having to do is swap over so I can cast my buffs first, which for me, lacerating weapon still does by far the best. Then you want to do Adair's Rage, and then swap back over. Oops, that's the wrong one. No, that's the right one for this. Alright, now we're ready, and let's see if he cooperates. And of course, he's out of range. That wasn't a very good, you couldn't hardly see the readout. Let's try again. They're hitting around 5,000 a piece, so you're doing a little over 10,000 damage with one lick, which is really crazy. But sometimes it's really hard to read the damage numbers. Alright, once again. Try not to make this take too long, because I was going to show a variant of this build. R2. There we go. Alright, now, are you going to cooperate this time? There you go, 5188 per hit. So, you're doing about 10,300 and something or so, and one charged hit, which is the best I've got out of anything as of yet. So you see they hit about 2350. Just with the standard hit. Alright, this weapon here also, and they're pretty heavy. I don't know if I showed the weight while ago on them. They're 35.2, so you have to wear. I haven't adjusted my armor set yet for it, because honestly I didn't know if I was going to run it, but like I said, it's the highest damage outputting in a single hit build that I have found. It beats my last one by quite a bit. Alright, let's change it out. Alright, what I'd like to do on this one is for your offhand, go back to our trusted melted sword. There it is, with all increased physical damage while two-handing. Alright, now with this particular weapon, it allows us to stack that rune in every slot. So we get straight up 6 increased physical damage while two-handing. And I haven't tested it exactly, but they seem to be doing about 10% each. And this is also the highest damage I've got out of a single weapon, is this weapon too. And now this guy is weak to physical, and that's mainly what you're putting out is physical, so you know, on armored enemies you're going to get a little less out of it. And like I said, you have to swap the rings around every time. Might be a better setup. And of course, the 8 years rage only gives you about 10% more, so really it's not a necessity, but was just going for the showcase here, just maximum output. Alright, for this one we want to go for the two-handed one. As you can see, it hits 68, 88 for one charged heavy. Just smashes those so fast you can't even really read it. But nearly 7,000 damage out of one hit, one charged heavy while dual wielding. And I don't particularly like the hammer moveset, but if you're looking for just downright best damage in one hit, this is definitely the weapon. I haven't seen any others that come close. Well, a few that come close. Now, the build I've been running, and I really like this one, but for some reason, I don't know if they nerfed it or not, the charged heavy while dual wielding on it does less than the regular hits. I'm assuming it's probably a nerf. It's a Judge Cleric's Corrupted Sword. As you can see, it does even more damage, but you're spread across, it kind of spreads it evenly, so when you add your increased physical damage, you kind of have to spread your damage around instead of being able to just focus on one and really stack in. As you see, I've got the runes for increasing holy damage, increasing elemental damage, which actually works on this. It's only a little, but I think it's up in the holy and the fire, and increased physical damage while dual wielding. Now these, like I said, for some reason they hit less on a charged heavy. Oh crap, I was still dual wielding. Let's do that over again. This one hits really good when dual wielding. It hits over 5,000 when dual wielding, or with double handing, but for some reason charged heavy, see that it's 1370, and I got hit. Let's rest again, do it again. And for some reason it doesn't show it as a weak hit when you do it on a charged. Like I said, I think it's a nerf that they did. You can see hits 1457 a piece on regular hits. You actually lose 100 for doing a charged heavy. I mean, if it wasn't for that, this would definitely take the cake for the best dual wielding build that there is. But the charged heavy on it, I'm assuming it's a nerf or maybe it's a glitch, but for some reason it just don't. I mean, this build will melt bosses with the amount of damage it puts out dual wielding, but the charged heavy playstyle just does not work on it for some reason or another. It doesn't function correctly. But that's about it. I was just going to show it off. Like I said, I prefer these. These are great, but if you're looking for just, you want to see some crazy damage numbers. These hammers are the best I've found. I mean, you do over 10,000 in one lick with them, which is crazy. And I've only found 3 weapons so far that scale in every one, so you're kind of limited on the ones that will actually get up to these kind of damage numbers. It's the Iron Wayfarer's hammer, and there might be others out there, I'm not saying. This is just the ones I've found. And the Judge Cleric sword. Let's see if I can find that other one. Got them in here somewhere. Oh, I don't know where they went. Yeah, there it is. It's the Roseman sword +9 here. It actually scales on everyone, and it's got decent scaling on all. But the majority of your damage, or at least half your damage, comes from wither damage. So if you're looking for a wither build, these 2 of these would probably be the just a ridiculous wither build. And they actually come with 150 frost on each, and frost hits very hard. So I mean, probably a very good build. I might try to put it together next. But that's it for this video. Like I said, that's just the hardest hitting one I've found so far, and there might be another one out there, but I haven't seen it yet. But anyway, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching.